Talk about Christian Wood and Michael Porter Jr. Remember I told you about him yesterday? Remember I told you how these two clowns decided, Marcus Freeman cracks me up. He got no clue. Now he's going to have to get a clue between now and then, but I digress. So these two idiots got yelled at by the Mother Teresa of the NBA. The Rockets are the worst team ever. Michael Porter Jr. has been a pain in the ass probably out of the womb. Christian Wood's a good story. Christian Wood came from UNLV. So Christian Wood refuses to go back in the game. But let me backstory this. Christian Wood is the leading scorer and leading rebounder of the Rockets. He decides I'm not going to show up to any of our stuff on time because I'm guessing at UNLV nobody made him show up. In high school nobody made him show up. In AAU nobody made him show up. So he's not going to show up in the NBA. Doesn't show up, doesn't play hard. John Lucas goes off on him. Michael Porter Jr. is just a pain in the ass. Always has been. Hopefully will change his ways. Michael Porter Jr., whatever he does at halftime, John Lucas gets into these two guys. Michael Porter Jr. handles this in an incredibly adult way. He gets in his car and leaves. He yelled at me. Some coach yelled at me. I'm so sad. I'm sad. You can't yell at me. You can't yell at me. Why are you yelling? Quit yelling. He mean to me. I'm going to go home. The other idiot, Christian Wood, decided not to go into the game. How about these two beauties? So the Rockets suspended him a game. Yay, Rock. Go fight, win, Rockets. Hope you lose every freaking game. Although, Jae'Sean Tate is on that team. Jae'Sean Tate is one of my favorite human beings alive. JT stayed at our house for a while. JT taught me, when he was working out here in Indy, he and my son were teammates. JT taught me about DoorDash or Uber Eats. I'm sitting upstairs watching TV with JT. We're watching a game or something. And Jae'Sean, I go upstairs. I'm going to change clothes, whatever. I come back down. And the dude's got a bloomin' onion. He's sitting there with a bloomin' onion and a steak from Outkick. I looked around. I go, what? What the hell are you doing? Where'd you get that? He looked at me. He goes, Coach, you don't know about DoorDash? No. No. So I root for the Rockets because I root for JT. Because he taught me about DoorDash and he's the greatest dude ever. Tried to recruit his dad, Jermaine Tate, 100 years ago. I digress. Bruce Arians says he has no regrets about bringing Antonio Brown to the Buccaneers. This is why I love Bruce Arians. Because everybody's bitching, whining, moaning. He's like, look, we did what we did. We brought him here. We took a swing. It didn't work. Who gives a shit? It's the way of the world. We took a swing. What do you want me to tell you? Guy lost his mind. What do you want me to tell you? I can't tell you nothing. If the dude loses his mind, that's on him. I've said before and I'll say again, prayers for Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown, to me, needs our help. I know he was courtside yesterday at the game. Good for him. But holy cow. I mean, what are we doing? Antonio Brown, I wouldn't regret it. I'd say, all right, hey, let's go. Let's do it. We're in. I don't care. Goodbye me. The Senators and the KRAAKEN. Wait, I missed one. Oh, yeah, Caleb Williams. This is interesting. Caleb Williams at Oklahoma is in the transfer portal. Now, people assume that Caleb Williams is going to go out to USC. You can't do this, but I'd like to see every guy that goes into the transfer portal. I'd like to see the coach of that team. In this case, it would be that defensive coordinator guy from Alabama or Clemson. I'd like to see every guy say, get the hell out of here. Salute, goodbye. You can't do it, I know. That's old school and stupid, but it would be fun. It would be fun if they asked the coach, hey, you concerned about Caleb Williams? Nah, get his ass out of here. That's what Bruce Arians does. That's why I like Bruce Arians. I know, old curmudgeon, we're supposed to genuflect. I get it. I understand. I get it. I do. No regrets. None. Nor should he. Hey, he took a swing. What are you going to do? Man took a swing. Anyway, I'm all over the place right now. I'm sorry, but I'm fired up today. But Caleb Williams, I hope he ends up at USC because Oklahoma people have been a little bit jackassy. Remember that senator? We're going to give him 3 inches of highway on the way out of town. That's what we're going to give him. Oh, okay. Fine. You showed them. They've been a little jackassy, Oklahoma, so I hope Caleb Williams, who I think is really good. Remember he beat out that Rattler kid? Now, Rattler got a lot of money, right? Rattler was the guy. Rattler couldn't start his own team, so Rattler did what you're supposed to do, leave, not compete. Oh, the Kraken and the Senators, 92nd NHL game canceled. Let me ask you a question. Anybody notice? Now, I know everybody tells me, well, you know, there's nothing like playoff hockey. I get it. I went to my first NHL game this year. I was a Blackhawk fan growing up. I used to play hockey almost every day on Pavlik's Pond. So I get out there, and I'm watching the game, and literally because Jason Benetti's a friend of mine, I had damn near the best seats in the house. Left in the second period. Kind of got bored. That and I had to pee a lot. I did. I kind of got bored. I'm like, man, it's all right. It's okay. But it's too quiet. Like when they're stick handling and doing all that stuff, everybody's quiet. I like the anthem. I mean, I don't know if it's the greatest anthem in the history of the world like everybody tells me, but it was good. It's all right. CNN. CNN decided yesterday, because of studies, that being fat and obese actually leads to health problems. You know, a lot of people, myself included, have been saying that for over a year and a half. And every time you say it, you got to look around because you fat shamed. I ain't fat shaming. If you're fat, you got more health problems. I don't know what to tell you. You just do. When I was skinny, I didn't have the health problems that I had. Now I'm 250 pounds. Actually, I weighed myself because it is January, and I'm down to 245 pounds. And I actually feel better because of that. But CNN, yay! CNN finally decides. And you know what is weird about this? Here's what gets me about these freaking idiots at CNN and these idiots on both sides that are so whacked out. Like CNN saying it made it okay for me to say it without worrying about fat shaming, without worrying about some douchebag blogger or some idiot writer saying, oh, Dakich, fat shame. Hey, look, if you're fat, you're going to be unhealthy. Truthfully, I've said this before and I'll say it again. You ever see a hot mom yell at their kids outside of a Target? No. I'm telling you, me being fat has made me unhappy. It's a true story. I hope somebody watches this and instead of bitching and whining and hiding behind fat shame and says, you know what, Dakich is right. I'm fat too. I'm going to get in shape.